Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mamta, a research scholar from Jawaharlal Nehru University, and the topic of my presentation is the morphology of numeral systems of Nepali and Tinkalo. So, Nepali is an Indo-Aryan language, and Tinkalo is Tibeto-Burman language, but spoken in the same region. So, what I'm trying in this presentation to try to show whether there is a difference and commonalities between both these languages, which belongs to different language families but spoken in the same region. Throughout this presentation, the term numeral will be used to refer to a sequence that describes a number. For example, any number 500 or 71 or 300 or 1000, whatever. And each morphological unit within such a sequence is a numeral word. So, and what I think that the number should also be described like all other parts of lexicon from the point of view of its syntax and its internal morphology. But what I'm focusing on this presentation is the encapsulated morphology of the numeral system of Nepali and Tinkalo. So these are the types of numerals I'm dealing in this presentation: cardinals, ordinals, multiplicatives, fractions, distributives in a great detail, and the other types, the restrictives, collectives, frequentatives, approximatives, and aggregatives are also shown in this presentation. But let's start with the basic building blocks of cardinal numerals. So cardinal numerals are basically of two types, simplex and the complex ones. So with single numeral word, numeral is called simplex. Basically, they are the simple arbitrary form. And with the more than one, and when numerals are joined in different ways, it forms. Both these simplex and complex numerals are combined together with the help of arithmetic operation. Atoms, atoms are basically in most of the cases are monosyllabic and depends on language to language. So in some languages you have atoms till 5, where 6 will be like 5 plus 1 or 7 will be like 5 plus 2. But in most of the South Asian languages, the atoms are from 1 to 9, not 10, because 10 are usually used as a base. The base of a numeral system that can be envisioned as the main building block of the system. So if it is the first number reached in the counting, which is used to build higher numbers by being itself counted in a regular manner. So basically base is of different kinds in world languages, or you can say in South Asian languages. It depends. If your language is based on numeral 4, it's quaternary system. If 5, quinary. If 6, senary. If 8, octal. Then you have decimal for 10, duodecimal 12, vigesimal 20. It depends on language to language on what system they are based. So there are languages which have hybrid system also, where decimal and the vigesimal, which means 10 and 20, act as a base. We'll see this in further details in the next slides. And we'll also go through some irregularities in the, I'm sorry. We will also go through some irregularities in this presentation. What I mean to say with irregularity or idiosyncrasy, that basically it only refers to the deviation of a particular element or of a particular sequence of element in so far as their respective form or the formation deviates from what we would expect by analogy with equivalent sequence or with neighboring elements in the counting system. So along with these, in the background, with the formation of numeral system, there are some principal works. The principles like packing strategy, recursive principle. So here we'll try to understand the packing strategy. So it is basically the sequential arrangement of some constituents of the combined numeral forms, which allow us to distinguish between the constants and the variants in the underlying arithmetic operation. And then we might infer from this description that the two elements of an arithmetic operation perform different roles. So in linguistic numeral system, however, the two constituents of such a combination, like in addition of the underlying arithmetic operation, also stands in a morphosyntactic relation to each other. What I exactly mean to say that the element order of the two values in addition or in multiplication is potentially, though not necessarily, but significant. It therefore makes sense to distinguish between the variables within a sequence of additions, which we call addend, and the respective constant referred to as ogands. Here in this example, in 15, this teen is ogan, which is a constant, and 5, and in 28, these are the variables. Similarly, the same distinction is necessary for the combination based on multiplication. Will employ the term multiplicand and multiplier for the sequence of multiplication. And this distinction implies that within a multiplication, the multiplicand is a constant. For example, in 30, 10, in 200, 100, and the multiplier will be the variant in the form of recurring sequence of the atom. The variables like 3 and 2 in 30 and 200. So overall, what I wanted to say that numerals are made up of numeral and numeral, which is atom and base. You have two types, simples and the complex, which uses arithmetic operations and other morphological processes like affixation and compoundings also underlying arithmetic operation in them. So let's start with the analysis of the Tinkerlo and Nepali's cardinal numeral, in which both the languages have same number of atoms, 1 to 9. Bases are completely different. The Nepali is completely based on decimal system, and Tinkerlo has hybrid system, which I'll show. The example will be shown further. Crowns in both the languages are same. Crowns are basically the multiplicative numerals like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. These are multiplicative, completely multiplicative in both the languages. Atoms, the order of the complex numeral are exactly opposite. In Tinkerlo, it's first base, then atom. In Nepali, it's atom base. Arithmetic operation that Tinkerlo uses are addition and multiplication, which is anyways a very common arithmetic operations used in various languages. But Nepali use subtraction as well. Switch is seen at 3 levels in Tinkerlo, but there is no switch. No switch takes place in Nepali. Order of numeral in NP is numeral noun in Tinkerlo. In Nepali, it's numeral classifier noun because Nepali is a numeral classifier language. We'll see the examples here. Atoms of Nepali are these 1 to 9. And for Tinkerlo, this is the atom. Base here we can see in example A, 60 is 6 into 10. Cha is an alternate for numeral 10. But instead of 7 into 10, it's 60, 6 into 10 plus 10. So how this works as a base, we can see in C, where 71 is not 70 plus 1, but 60 plus 11. 60 plus 10 plus 1, 60 plus 11 is 71. Similarly, 80 is 88 into 10 based on 10, but 82 is 82 is 8 into 10, 8 into 10 plus 2, which is based on again decimal. But here we can see for 90, instead of 9 into 10, it's 80 plus 10. And 90 is 80 plus 10 plus 3, not 80 plus 90 plus 3, or not 90 is 9 into 10. So here we can see how the hybrid system works in numerals of these kind of languages. Then the base system of Nepali, which is completely based on decimal, and as I before explained what idiosyncrasy means, the suffixes or the forms for decimal, base decimal, the Nepali uses or the other Indo-Aryan languages uses, it varies. For 30 and 40, we are using is as a 10. For 50, it's as in 50. For 60 is tha. So it all varies after 10 or number 20. And at the end, all these morphemes at the end of the crown, they act as a base for running complex numerals. For example, in 30, we have 30, which is 3 into 10, and 30 is 1 plus 30, 30 plus 1. But contrastively, we can see 50 is 50, but instead of 1 50, it's 1 auna. So numeral systems of Indo-Aryan languages, and same for Nepali, it's full of idioms complexes. So to give any particular system is a bit difficult. Basically, you need to memorize the whole cardinal numeral. Further, we will move towards the order of the complex numeral, where we'll see the order. For Nepali, it's base. For Tinkerlo, it's base atom. So Exat in Nepali is 160, but in Tinkerlo, it's 61. For 83, we can see it's 8, 30, or
Mamata ji, you have 5 minutes more. Please pay attention to the time also.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
So order
5
of the
minutes
complex,
more.
okay. So order of the complex numeral here is atom base and base atom. I'll have to move a bit fast. Arithmetic operation we can see here in Nepali's addition, subtraction, and multiplication. The series of 9, example B of Nepali, are subtractive, where un somewhere gives the meaning of subtraction of 1 from the coming base. For all the 9 series like 29, 39, 49, 59, 16, they all are subtractive in Nepali. In Tinkalu, we have just addition and multiplication as an arithmetic operation. So for the additive multiplication numerals, they use addition. For the multiplicative, they use multiplication. And then there are some complex numerals which use multiplicative from additive construction. Switch basically talks about the order, whether the order of the numeral is low high or high low. High low high means base atom or atom base, which number is higher and which comes first or next. So for example, in Hungarian, 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. Here order is high low, but in crowns, in 44 into 10, order is low high. So here we can see the switch. And Herford calls this word formation transformation as switch. In Nepali, we do not have any switch, but in Tinkalu, we have switch at 3 with crown to running numerals, and from lower numerals to higher numerals. We can see the example first, second, and third, where in 60 and 70, the order changes from low high to high low. In second example, from crown to running numeral, the order is changing again from low high to high low, but from lower to higher numeral, the order is changing from high low to low high. Then order in NP, in noun phrase, in Nepali, we have classifier in between numeral and noun, but in Tinkerlo, the order is numeral noun, numeral precedes the noun. Here are the examples for one boy or two girls. There is no gender marker or plural marker because of the presence of numerals. Then ordinals, the morphologically derived form of corresponding cardinal numerals are called ordinals. And these are basically the morphological processes and most commonly by the affixation. Nepali borrow the ordinals still 4 from Sanskrit. Basically, it's Pratham, Ditya, Tritya, Chaturtha. Rest are suffixal. Like in Hindi, we have Panchwa, Chhattha, Satwa, Atma, A marker. Here in Nepali, you have marker. Tinkerlo has restricted ordinal system till third, and this is also borrowed from the Indo-Aryan language. According to Alexander Coop, multiplicatives are used to denote the number of occurrences of the same event, and it expresses how many times or how many folds. So in Nepali, we can see the multiplicative is lexical, and in Tinkerlo, it's suffixal. So once, twice, for that they use ek choti or pathak. Either both of them can be used. Dui choti, tini choti. But in Tinkerlo, we have cho as a suffix. Why in once or twice it's geminated? I need to figure it out. But from thrice, 4 times, it's just the cho suffix added to the respective cardinal numeral. Next, we have fractions, which are basically of 2 types, simple and the complex fraction. For example, half, 1/4, 1/10 fall under simplex fractions, and the complex are like 2/3, 3/4, 3/7. These kind of fractions falls under complex one. On the their formation, they are again divided into 2 types, common and the transcribed. So common fractions are those whose names are already allocated to them. For example, in Hindi, we have sawa, pauna. These are the common fractions, and the transcribed fractions. In these type of fractions, they have one common rule associated to them. For example, they use the numerator denominator with some kind of particle which gives the meaning of division or out of. So in Tinkerlo, we have very limited and restricted fraction. For half, it's fair, and for 1.5, it's fatet.
Upadhyay, could you please come to the conclusion?
Yeah, and I have
Yeah,
just
please. Your time is already up. Please conclude.
So in Nepali, we have both kind of fractions available. Distributive numerals are lexical in both the languages. It's just partial reduplication can also be seen in Tinkerlo. The other type of numerals like collectives, restrictive, frequentatives, approximatives, they are all present in Nepali, which are in a lexical form. In Tinkerlo, we can see different morphological processes. Some types of numerals are lexical, some are suffixal, approximatives I didn't find, and aggregatives are borrowed. So concludingly, I just want to say that many languages are losing their numeral system rapidly as they are not in use and are very much influenced by the dominant neighboring language. And many languages are shifting their numeral system into the predominantly decimal base or else into a language spoken in the region. And younger generation are not using their traditional system, so it's now high time for us as a linguist to preserve the numeral system. And there are lots of future scope to protect the numeral system, because with that, lots of incredible mathematical insights they hold are vanishing. With that, we can see from the Tinkerlo, and we have other topics to work on numeral system, from the cognitive implications or the acquisition and other parts. And these are the references. Thank you.